All right. Hey, I'm your host of the Green and Gold G Lounge this week. My name is Amon Green, along with my good friends and teammate, my man Dorsey Levins,
Yo, yo.
and the grave digger Gilbert Brown with his cup of coffee there in Detroit,
Shut your
Michigan.
mouth. Shut your mouth.
How you
Show me
guys doing
right.
today, man? You say I shut my mouth? It's like that? Like that, G?
No.
I said show you right. I said
Show you right?
that's love. Gilbert got the mean face this morning. He like he got an attitude or something. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
That's because you didn't invite me on your trip.
Hey man, you scared to fly. And I can't be waiting
True.
on your ass on this
Facts.
rowboat to get to
Facts.
Jamaica.
Facts.
And,
Yeah.
I ain't got that kind of time, Chili.
Yeah, see, you gotta get all the big what's that, the medicine to put him to sleep or whatever it is.
No, you gotta BA Baracus' ass like the
Yeah,
18
that's
then wake him up when we get there.
oh man. See, you don't even enjoy the trip that way.
What you gonna wake me up with? Some gas station chicken. Wake me up with that.
It might be by the time the plane land, it'll be all kind of dry by then.
Nah, I'm gonna hit him up with the jerk chicken.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
So did you have some good jerk chicken down there?
Oh yeah, I had some peas and rice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, man, we had some good. You know what's chili? Since you brought it up, for some strange reason, they say the KFC down there is better than the KFC here because they put special spices in it. So
Really?
the drive-through line at KFC, I heard people in the airport talking about it because somebody had a bucket. It was 2 hours long, and they say it's like that all day long.
What?
Really?
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica,
Where they make jerk chicken the best on the planet, and they stand wrapped around the KFC. Okay.
But a few years ago, I went to Grenada to speak, and they were saying the same thing. Oh man, you got to have the KFC. It ain't like it is in the States. I went there, man. I'm like, this is the Colonel's fucking recipe, man. Ain't nothing changed about this damn chicken, and it was the exact same. So I didn't try to get in Jamaica because I got bamboozled in Grenada.
Right. He said bamboozled.
That's what they've been saying, Chili. Just in case you want to go down there on your rowboat.
No, KFC is the last on my list in the States anyway.
Man, really?
The gas station chicken better than KFC?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
And
KFC,
cheaper.
yeah, and cheaper. KFC, if you watch my Instagram, I put on stuff about food you should be eating and not eating. And KFC, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's are like the top of the list because of all the chemicals in them.
Oh my God!
Oh
yeah,
wait.
that make them addictive, like drugs. That's in them.
Well, I'm a
Facts.
chemical motherfucker. Man. I ain't been to Popeyes. I ain't stopped that, babe.
So yeah, I gotta have my wife's Popeyes. I'll have Marie's chicken. That's what I'm having at the house. Marie's.
I had that.
Yeah, for sure. So Darcy, we were talking off camera there about you asked me about the superstar competition. But no, it was interesting, man. I met up with that's when I met Charlie Garner for the first time.
Okay.
And you talking about a funny dude. He had a good personality, a good humor in his personality. Thank God, because he about died twice. So the first competition, you had a swimming competition, right? Hey, It was funny. It was funny because he's okay. It wouldn't have been funny if he got messed up bad or whatever. I wouldn't be talking about it and ha funny about it. But he came out okay, and he even was joking about it too himself. He's like, God dang, I can't swim. That we making black people look bad. Like he said that. So we had the swimming competition, and during the swim competition, the wind was coming into the shore, into the beach. So that means going out was going to be rough. And so everybody got the wind going out. And so all of us, we were like, man, it's tough out there. And then Charlie's like, man, he said, I don't know why they got me signing this. I can't, I'm not really a good swimmer. And we like, well, time out, bro. You knew this was on the list. You agreed to come in competition. He said, he's like, Amon, I know. I was looking at the money. I didn't pay attention to really life-death situations. I was like, oh, my goodness.
So you're going to die on national TV because your pride don't want to tell nobody you can't swim. That's right. That's what we do.
Man, he jumped in the water. Of course, we're all holding our breath like, man, is he going to make it? So he get down to the buoy. He comes around the buoy. He looks good. And about 2 strokes from the buoy, he's like, hey, I can't make it. And so we had to go out, get him. And then the second time, and then so he got saved. He was okay. And then the second one of the other competitions later in the day was a jet ski competition. Y'all might have done that, So we're jet skiing. You got to go out to the same buoy and then turn around, make a right-hand turn, or like on one side you had to make a right-hand turn. On the other side you had to make a left-hand turn, go around and make a figure eight, and then come back to the beach and then race it out for the finish line. Man, when I say Charlie, he hit that right curve, the right turn so far hard that his jet ski kept going right. He flew off that thing about 20 feet the other direction. I was like, I was like, he did. I was like, I just saw him fly. Boom, and he hit the water. We had to go save another, but another person go save him, got him back out. I'm like, bro. He said, bro, I hit that right turn too hard. I said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. He flew like 20 feet off that thing. I was like, he's dead. We gave him the Survivor Award for that competition. Yeah, it was off the chain. We had what was it? NFL players with myself, Charlie, Hines Ward from the Steelers, and a few other. Chris Hovan. You remember Chris? He was with the Vikings. He was a little stout defensive tackle. And then they had Tomas. I remember Tomas Schechter. He was a race car driver. He was there. And I think that's all I remember. I know it was a few other guys there too. So, but yeah, Charlie Gardner, man, big guy. He's okay. That was
the only person I remember being there on my trip was Herschel Walker, because I remember looking.
Oh my goodness!
Herschel beat me in the strength competition. I don't know if he was doing bench press or something.
Yeah,
but I was like, "Fuck you mean you don't lift no weights, man?" I ain't buying that, Herschel. I ain't buying it.
Hey, yeah, he was stroked. I don't know what he lifting, but yeah, you said he would push-ups and jogging.
Just push-ups and sit-ups. I'm like, I ain't buying that. You can't get that rip like that, homie.
Yeah, he was.
I think it was like a chin-up competition, maybe. That's what it was. Some kind of strength competition, but he killed me. So I'm gonna hate on him for a second right now.
Oh man, so G, what about yourself, man? Anything else going on with you? It's like that, huh? What you eating on?
Yeah, what you eating, big fella?
Detroit staple, better made barbecue potato chips.
Okay.
I got hungry when we was talking about chicken.
You cut the bag in half, or the bag always that short?
That's what you.
I got tired of. I cut it.
Yeah. That's old school right there. My dad used to do that. You cut the bag in half because the bag too long.
Yeah, bag too long. Too much and chips around these days now.
That's funny. All right, y'all. Let's get into what we're here to talk about a little bit on these Packers, man. They go down to Nashville, Tennessee, and stop a hole in the Titans, man.
Was that when y'all was talking?
Yeah.
Whatever y'all was talking about. When y'all was talking.
What's up?
Y'all talking about, was that what y'all was doing for the weekend?
Yeah, check in, man. You know we do that.
Yeah, what you do this weekend, homeboy?
Yeah, what you do?
Me and Santana was way up in
Northern Wisconsin somewhere?
Way up there, man. Anyway, Minnesota? And I was mad because I didn't get to see the fight.
What fight?
What fight was it?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Man, I don't watch boxing.
You don't?
I do when I know something's coming on, but
Anthony Joshua versus Du Bois. He was just newly crowned the champion because Usyk had dropped the title.
Mm-hmm.
So Anthony Joshua was trying to be 3-time world champion. Y'all know who Anthony Joshua is, right?
Nope. We talking boxing or UFC? What we talking about?
Talking about
boxing. You talking boxing?
Oh,
Anthony Joshua filled Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
With 98,000 people.
He's an English dude, huh?
The English dude. Pretty boy.
Yeah. Pretty boy. Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Got smooth, knocked the.
You can say it. Go ahead and say it.
Woosah. In the 5th round.
All right.
You have money on the game? Why you mad?
I'm mad because when you in the boxing or whatever, you get a guy, you just gonna ride with him till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
I didn't ride with nobody till the wheels fall off since Evander Holyfield. That was my guy. I don't care who he fought. When he fought Mike Tyson, even though I love Mike Tyson, whatever, I'm rolling with Evander Holyfield, period. Win or die. So I told myself I'm gonna ride with this fool, win or die. Knock out 5th round, but he got knocked down like 4 or 5 times. 98,000 people come to see you. Win the championship again.
Hate it when things don't work out the way you're playing.
Yeah.
Man, it messed up my whole day, man.
You ain't had no money on the fight. Why you mad?
Right.
It ain't about money, man. It's about
just because in your mind you want him to win, and so you mad in your mind because he lost.
I'm mad because he my guy that I was on the ride or die. I don't care who he fought.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't care if the juggernaut got in the ring. I'm still riding with him.
You ride with him. Okay. I feel you there. I know Dort's gonna give you a hard time though. But
yeah, that's all he do. Oh, Georgia Tech ass some bitch. That's all he do.
All I'm saying is that I ain't really watched a fight or been to a fight party. The fight parties ain't the same no more. Back when
they're different.
When a Mike Tyson fight party, oh my God, in Atlanta.
Rock, I didn't go. I wasn't there.
Yep.
Takeo Spikes or Carlos Emmons used to have big fight parties. Oh my God, it was wonderful. I had
that's Atlanta, bro. That's Atlanta. It just don't get Yeah. I've been in Green Bay for 24 years.
Hey.
So.
Hey, how about that dude in North Carolina though?
Who?
What dude?
This is what we call it, current events.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What's current event?
The dude in North Carolina, he was running for governor, and he said, "I'm a black Nazi." He said, what? if I could buy slaves, I would.
What?
What's this young man's name, please?
Guess what Trump called him?
What Trump called him?
His friend?
Martin Luther King on steroids.
Oh wow. Man,
no, that ain't true. That's not true.
This election year is a different year, boy. I tell you. Interesting.
We just in a different time, man. We just in a different time. And I ain't gonna, people can believe or think the way they want to think, but it's some very interesting people out there these days.
Yeah, there's some different stuff
leave it
out there. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I know I'm voting.
You know what? One dude.
I know I'm voting.
Though, if a dude like Trump or if a dude like Kamala, I mean, I choose my friends off of heart and integrity. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna choose you over no politics. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If Dorsey like Trump, I still love him. I might talk behind his back.
He's keeping it real, though. Yeah, that's fact.
But I love him, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a choice. It's everybody's choice. Correct.
Some people get too crazy about it, man.
People wilding out. Yeah, wilding out. Yeah,
it's like do or die. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, come on, man.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point, G. Because everybody's.
Go ahead, AG.
No, I'm just saying that's a good point, G. Because that's just everybody's choice. Whatever whoever you decide. But you still gotta be home. You still gotta be family. At the end of the day, what you about to say, Doris?
We can learn to disagree, but it don't mean I gotta go get me a gun and shoot you.
Right.
Exactly. You don't like the same dude I like.
Right.
So I have this mindset training company. The way I put it in my program is when you look at people who think differently from you, instead of them being your enemies, just look at them as idiots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because enemies you want to hurt and you want to fight. If you look at a person like an idiot, you be like, oh, he's just stupid. Don't pay him no mind.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to go slap the shit out of somebody. So just let people think the way they think, man. And enemies versus idiots.
I like that, D. I like that, Dorsey. Yeah, exactly.
Chili, what I was going to ask you, what you should have been watching if you wanted to watch some fight stuff is Fight Night with Chicken Man. You got to watch that. That's must-see TV.
Is that a movie?
It's a mini series.
Is that the one where? Oh, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Oh, and Taraji P. Henson.
I'm trying to wait till it's done so I can binge it.
Okay, so that's based on Muhammad Ali's fight in Atlanta in the 70s. His first fight after they banned him.
Oh,
in the States.
So it was on real events. Okay.
Yeah. It's based on a true story.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but all the hustlers from all over the country came in, and they went to a party. And that's what it's called, Fight Night. But I ain't gonna ruin it for y'all. Just go check it out, man. It's good.
It's another movie on Netflix everybody talking about too.
Movie or series?
It's a movie. Damn it. It's this black kid. He Don Johnson in it. And you know who Don Johnson is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Don Johnson. Yeah.
And they took his money or something. He was trying to save his brother. I forgot the name. Everybody raving on that movie, man.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I think I know what you're talking about because I seen him on a preview. I see him on a preview. We were on Netflix last night surfing, and I saw, we stopped at one and watched that a little bit. I didn't see the whole clip, but I think I have an idea what you're talking about. But all right, y'all, we get into these Packers and these Titans now. We ready for that? Ready to check in with that?
Yeah.
What'd you say? Oops. So the Packers, they go down to Nashville, and they you can't really A-town in Tennessee, but they did something on them. You know, they beat them up really good. And I'll start it off, man. Malik looked good, and the run game in terms of him going back there, having another game under his belt where he's understanding this offense. He had 13 for 19, 202 yards passing and a touchdown. I think he had a rushing touchdown as well. And he had a lot more yards rushing. So he came out there looking a lot more comfortable to a Titans team where, as we talked last week, we knew their defense would be something about the best part of their team, but it didn't look like that. Packers put up 30 points on them, but turnovers, came in the fray there. But Malik, great game. Josh Jacobs, he supported with about 43 yards rushing there. So good job. And Emmanuel Wilson came off the bench backing up Josh. He had about 50 yards. So nice run and shoot action. The wide receivers chipped in as well. Christian Watson had 67 yards. Jaden Reed, 50. Emmanuel Wilson, he also chipped in with another 35. So Packers right now without Jordan Love, and that's the thing, is like this is without Jordan Love. So that's nothing but the sky's the limit on what this offense can do, and I say what this team can do moving forward. But what you guys, Dorsey, G, what's your take on this game?
I think it was a total team effort. With Jordan out, everybody I think understands that they have to contribute, because if you look at the stats, which is why I didn't pick any of Green Bay's receivers on my fantasy team. It's too many guys that they can throw the ball to.
Right.
So I'll stay away from that. But I think just overall, offensively, they had almost 200 yards rushing, and that can humiliate a team or break their spirit. If you saw what Baltimore did to Dallas and with Derrick Henry running down their throat.
Oh man, yeah,
it just broke their spirit. You know what I mean? But we all understand what that's like. And obviously, defense looked good. But I'll let Chili talk about the defense.
I think what's that boy name? Malik. Is it Malik?
Malik Willis, the quarterback. Yeah, Malik Willis.
Yeah, he gonna be, if he plays his cards right, he gonna be that guy that's in that pole position to where he's gonna get groomed. You know what I'm saying? Because if they find out, they always that's Green Bay Packers MO is if they find a good quarterback, they're gonna put him in that groom position, and he's gonna have to sit there for 3 or 4 years. But it's hard to hold them type of guys if they really showing their wealth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, man, I really like our defensive coordinator.
The new guy they just picked up from Buffalo.
What's his name?
Let me check it out.
I really like this cat because when you least expect it, here come that blitz. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay. Because you sitting there and you be like, why don't this fool go ahead and play? Oh, there you go. Sack. And we had what, 8 sacks?
8 sacks.
8 sacks?
Nice. Yep.
2 interceptions.
Putting that fire on them.
Was it one cat had Was that one cat had an interception every game so far?
Yeah, Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy. The defense coordinator name.
McKinney, I think. No.
Yeah,
Xavier McKinney, ain't it?
Xavier McKinney. Sorry, Xavier McKinney. Yes, Xavier McKinney. The defensive coordinator name is all right. I just had it up here. Jeff Hafley. Jeff Hafley. He was at Buffalo last year, so he had Buffalo's defense.
I thought he was in college last year. I thought he came from Boston College.
Oh no, Boston College. You're right. If somebody else came from Buffalo, that must have been their defensive backs coach or somebody else. Somebody like that. But somebody came from Buffalo. But yeah, he was at BC last year. Jeff Hafley.
I'm telling you, man, if we can keep everybody healthy and get Jordan Love back, we're gonna be something to mess with. But we play them sorry ass purple people eaters.
We'll get to that. We'll talk to that. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm just saying. We talk about that, but what I'm trying to say is they got a running back over there that we need to really, as a defense, you know what I'm saying, come above. You know what I mean? Because our defense is, but it's certain holes that we show sometimes.
Like what? What's the holes?
In the running game. We have holes in our run game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it towards learning the new defense that we're playing.
Yeah, it is a learning curve sometimes.
We got a new defense now where, like back, they're playing the defense we used to play. Because now you got, like I said, you don't have me, Santana, Reggie, Sean, but you got an active 3 technique that gets up the field. You don't really have a true heavy nose like I was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These guys he could be a nose, but he's an up the field type dude. So that's kind of hard to play off of that because my job was to keep the linebackers clean.
Untouched. Yeah. Untouched.
Then go make the play. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Playing that unselfish role. But then again, learning this defense. I read what's number 7 name?
Coy. Linebacker. Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him, man. I like him. 52 is nice.
Rashad Gary.
55 is okay. 90 needs to step up, Mo.
That's Van Ness. He had a big sack. He had one of the sacks this past weekend.
But
he's still young too.
Listen to all the young defensive ends in the NFL. Wyatt. I mean, you got old boy from Detroit.
Aiden Christensen.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
90 needs to be that premier guy we need. You know what I'm saying? Because is he starting?
Yeah, he's a starter.
90 starting?
Yeah, he is. He's there, right. He's on the
right
side.
91 and 52 was the ends, no?
Yeah, the end. Well, he rotates in a lot, so he's pretty much a starter. Like he's in there with.
I understand he's rotating, but Hutchinson don't rotate like that.
Right. Well, he got Rashad Gary though to try to get after.
Well, either 52 or 91, he got to beat out.
Yep, Preston Smith is the other side. And Rashard,
he's nobody mess with my boy 97. And nobody mess with 97. So.
Your boy had a sack, Chili, number 90, and he had a sack yesterday.
Yeah, he had a sack yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had a sack, man, and I think he had a forced fumble or something like that too, or something. But to me, I think he needs to elevate his game more. To me,
Van Ness
needs to be dominant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's got to learn it. It's something that either coaches coach up on, or he picks it up from the veterans, or he is getting to that point where, I got to get my hands right, because that's what D lineman is all about, right? It starts with your push, but then also your hands to fight off the old lineman.
Right. And if y'all understand, can y'all understand the I know y'all would love to play in this era right now, because to me, the running backs are getting the ball more. I think that because if you look at Detroit, they north and south. They hitting people in the mouth. They coming downhill. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, even though you got this quarterback, they do more run than throw the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
San Francisco, you know what I'm saying? So if we not up to task on playing these guys, we're gonna be in trouble.
I'm gonna say this, Chili. I don't know how Armand would have fared in today's game.
Mm-hmm.
What I did see over the weekend of the games that I did watch, hey man, them boys are hitting. Mm-hmm. They hitting like they never hit before, and they flying in, and they taking the helmet out of play. I would be like, oh. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stay like the old commercial with Emmett and them boys and Marino. Nah, I'm gonna stay right here on this couch. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh man, that's why if I say prime, I'm all about that life. I was about that physical contact. I like bring it, man. I tell the guy, hey, you got to bring this for 4 quarters, homie. I said you might have got me this play, but I'm coming back and get you the next play. Just know that. Just know
flying around out there, they ain't playing.
They are. They're bringing the hats, even though, like you said, they're hitting the right way now, right? They're properly hitting, and it's still bringing it. And that's all it takes is just to learn what the league had changed all the rules to be. You can still be effective and be a hard hitter and be a good tackler. Just got to make sure you know the rules. Stay within the rules. That's all I've said the entire time when the rule change happened. Everybody was complaining. It's like, no. Just like before, you learn how to be a good hitter, good tackler, or good runner. You just study what you can and cannot do, and just error on the side of safety. Obviously, keep your head out of the tackle or out of when you drop your head on people when you're trying to run the ball, run people over. See your target. If you don't see your target, don't drop your head. Don't hit them. That's something my brothers taught me when I was young, and so I kept with me all the time I grew up playing football. Making sure when I saw a guy, then I was gonna take his head off. But if I didn't, just hold on to the ball and live to the next down. So.
See what you hit what you see.
Exactly. If you can't see him, don't mess with him. So yes, any big takeaways real quick from this win for the Packers moving in forward before we get into the next segment talking about these Vike Queens, as you say, Mr. Brown. So any key takeaways from the win?
Is Love coming back this week?
That's the question mark. He was almost there this week. He was on the field testing it out. But to me, I could tell it was just a test. So it's a question mark. He's questionable, I would say. If not, it'll be the following game.
Would you let him come back? If you was head coach, would you let him come back this week?
No, not this game. No,
what about
not
you,
this game.
No, I agree. That Vikings defense is something different.
They still that defense.
Yeah, but what Brian Flores is doing up there, Jordan's not going to be able to move the way he needs to move, I think, in order to get out of their way. So I think you let Jordan rest for another week, get a little healthier. Hey man, we won 2 games with a backup already. We're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all got the clip. It was a couple weeks ago when the 49ers played the Vikings, and Brock Purdy came up to Flores and says, "Hey, your defense is different." He patted him on the shoulder. He said, "Hey, bro, your defense is different. When you got the starting quarterback from the opposing team finding you in a crowd in the middle of the field, you put that work in to disguise, to disrupt, and to be a problem for a guy who likes to drop back untouched and get the ball away, because that's been Brock Purdy's life, And so to say that's kudos to Flores. We always knew he was a good defensive coach coming from Bill Belichick's room, that right there. So I can't imagine what type of looks that he was trying to decipher through that he couldn't really see the picture of. So that's a good job to Brian Flores and that defense that we got to face this weekend. So to that point, let's get into that the Vikings game. That's a good segue to go into the Vikings coming into Lambeau Field. So let's start off where we left off with Brian Flores and that defense. So how big of a thing will that be for Malik coming to that, Dorsey and Gilbert?
Well, Malik's a young quarterback. He's only started how many games? 2 games in the NFL?
Yeah, well, I'll say these for sure this year. So 2 so far. I know he had a few. He had a few starts in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. You know how they do young quarterbacks. They're gonna pressure them. They're gonna blitz them. They're gonna disguise looks. They're gonna try to confuse them. So we got our work cut out for us. And here, going back to the Jordan Love thing, Jordan, they're gonna say he's questionable all week. Somebody's gonna say he's been looking good. So the Vikings can prepare for Jordan, and then Sunday morning he's gonna have a setback, and he ain't gonna play. It's that chess match we talked about last week, right?
It is.
Oh yeah, no, he playing. He gonna play. He look good. No, he ain't playing. He's not playing.
Oh, that's where Bill Belichick got in trouble. Him out there in New England, not reporting people's injuries. I think the one year he got fined for that because he's like, you know how he doesn't want to give information out.
Yeah,
he did. I think he did that with Brady or one of his some of his players that were questionable, but they obviously people want to know if they're playing or not. And I remember Brian Williams.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I talked to B-Dub a couple of weeks ago.
Man, but the B-Dub did this to me one day, Doris and G. When he went to Detroit, he called me I must have twisted my ankle or something and left the previous game. I was out. He called me up literally like on a Thursday. Hey, G, good. Hey, man, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. What's up, B-Dub? He's like, I'm good. He said, so what's the inside word? I'm like, bro, really? You calling me on a Thursday to find out if I'm playing on Sunday? I was like, bro. I said, you gonna find out what? I said, now I'm gonna give it to y'all.
You know how some dudes when they done playing, you say, yeah, he got a little screw loose though. You know what I'm saying?
And is B-Dub that guy?
B-Dub had a screw loose when he was playing.
Yeah, he was a baller. I remember watching him play. I remember watching on the Super Bowl team.
Of Detroit, we was playing the Lions. My boy Ryan Stewart, who I went to Georgia Tech with, played safety.
Mm.
It was the third game of the season, and I hadn't had a 100-yard game yet. So I talked to Ryan before the game, blah, blah, blah. What's up, man? Yeah, kept it real simple. I'll talk to you after the game.
Mm-hmm.
I find out later, Ryan goes in the locker room, is like, yo, I was just talking to Doris. He was like, your defense look a little soft. I ain't had 100 yards, so I'm definitely going to get 100 yards today. That's what he told the boys in the locker room.
Ooh.
Right. Luckily, I didn't know about that till after the game.
Okay.
And I got 100 yards. Take that, Brian.
Right. Hey, they be fishing, man. They be fishing.
I'm like, how you gonna set your boy up like that?
Right.
The whole defense.
Dorsey, what you tell him? Take that.
Oh man, that's funny. The players they be actually trying to fish for stuff. I don't know Mike Brown's philosophy. My teammate from Nebraska, he was a strong safety for the Bears the same year I got to Green Bay, and his philosophy was, I guess he thought trash talking me was a good idea before the game. Like he wasn't even trying to get no insight. He was like, "AG, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" He said, "Man, I'm gonna sack the quarterback. I'm gonna sack 6 times. We're going to make him throw 2 interceptions. We're going to make you fumble the ball 6 times. I said, what? I'm like, man, you need to breathe. Calm that down. and so for every Bear fan that's tuning in, that's a reason why I ran like I ran on the Bears, because Mike Brown, he would come to every game, y'all. Every game in pregame warm-up when we got our headsets on, we doing our thing. I'm dapping them off. Hey, little bro, how you doing? No, AG, we about to get in that backfield. We about to kill all y'all. We about to this, that, and your whole offense.
Bear fan looking at us.
Hey, you don't know that. It might be a few in here. Just letting them know.
As bad as their team is, they ain't looking at us.
But yeah, Mike Brown get in my face. I was like, bro, you already know I'm gonna run like I'm gonna run, but now you're gonna piss me off. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna find the other number 30 on the field and track you down every play if I have to. Then the message.
As 50 Cent say, I don't want no problems. But if you got a problem with me, no problem.
Exactly. So we got the Vikings coming to Lambeau Field, y'all. So this game for us, right? I know by the time that Monday shoot around, Vikings coming into Green Bay, or even us going to Minnesota, from a player standpoint, this is a big game. Let's hit on that a little bit in terms of that seriousness of between. We already know what type of team they are. They're a good team this season so far. But also, it's just that it's the rivalry matchup that we always look forward to when we got into our conference play, basically, Dorsey and G. So what's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna let G handle this because those his boys over there in the purple. I'm curious to hear his opinion on the matchup.
Why are you asking me? You know good and well I don't want to talk about them.
You got to talk. We got a talk show.
I'm some of the people.
I'm waiting until y'all get to the next subject.
G, do this. Right. For some of the people it's in this chat that have not known the story of your story, with the Vikings, please tell it so they understand why you don't like the Vikings at all.
Or the color purple.
Exactly. Purple and gold. You don't like that combination at all.
You know what? We next show, we need to have our grievances. We call it the grievances show. I ain't got enough time to tell them why I don't like them some bitches.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We already what, 36 minutes in?
Yeah. So for the preview of that game, like I mean, I already said my part. So Dorsey, you got anything to add to what you see for this game?
Nope, I said what I said. I ain't got nothing else to add.
All I'm gonna do say this though.
Okay.
That boy that left Green Bay.
Yep, Mr. Aaron Jones. That's who you're referring to.
On his shoulder. I can see it in interviews. I can see it the way he carrying himself. He gonna come in the Lambeau Field and show them why you should never let me go. And if we not up to task, it's gonna be a long day. Mm-hmm. But I know my boys in green hopefully know that, because I remember the last time when Edgar Bennett left Green Bay, went to Chicago, and I think it was the first or second play, he hit us for like 35 yards. Bah! And me and Santana looked at it and said, "Was that Edgar?" He's like, "Yep." We went to Edgar because he got up doing his thing. We said, "Edgar, that's your last run of the day,"
and it was.
And we wore his ass out after that.
Yep, I remember that.
Well, they might have to hear that conversation from you.
I agree with Chili 100%. Aaron's gonna have a chip on the shoulder. Ain't no question about that. But I tell you what else too, we got to watch out. Sam Darnold is playing like his life depends on it.
Yes.
Quarterback. He had 4 touchdowns last weekend.
And you know what you call the Lambeau Leap in Minnesota, don't you?
What happened?
I forgot. What is it? What they call the Lambeau Leap?
To Minnesota and call it jumping in the bank vault.
That's what Aaron Jones did?
Yeah.
He called it the bank vault?
Yeah.
Oh, getting that money, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? What are you referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Sam Darnold, he's been lights out. And you got to look at him. He's a veteran. He's been around the league. Where did he get drafted to? I'm trying to remember. I know he played at Carolina. Where did he get drafted to? Chat, Dorsey, if you know. Because I know he's been on the 2. This might be his 3rd team already in this league, and him being in the league. But he's a first-round talent.
The Rams at some point?
Yeah, maybe the Rams. But I know he was in Carolina the last couple of years. But regardless of where he was at, he's a journeyman, but he's a first-round pick journeyman. And so he does have the caliber of arm and experience playing at USC, a Power 5 school, against good competition. So he's up to par, and he's been playing that way. He got a little banged up at the end of the game, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that, in terms of his questionability. But he's not a scrambling guy anyway. He's a drop back guy. He can push the pocket. He is a little nimble, but with his knee a little sore, I saw he got rolled on kind of funny at the 3rd quarter of last week's game. So I don't think I haven't heard much about it in the media. We'll see between now and kickoff. He may be questionable, but he'll be starting. But that'll be a guy, like I said, that's going to be he's going to be a guy. He's out here proving a point right now, and he earned that position. Well, not really earned it. JJ got hurt for the season, but regardless of the fact, he's in there starting now. And so Packers defense got to be well alert and realize what type of defense they got to throw at him to get some more turnovers, because we like what the back end is doing. I like what the back end is doing with Zaire, Pickens, McKinney, all those young defensive backs going there and putting in their work. So, all right.
So Sam Darnold was drafted number 3 overall in 2018 by the Jets. The Jets have had no drafting quarterbacks.
That's what it was. So Jets, Carolina, and now Minnesota. So.
Oh, he was in San Francisco for one season as a backup too. He might have been in San Francisco last year.
Dang.
Yep.
Wow, 4 teams. So now, he's definitely like, I'm tired of moving around.
He was 2 seasons in Carolina, and then he went to the 49ers as a backup last year.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm done with this. I'm done with all this traveling. So, but yeah, that's one guy they're going to have to get ready for. And then Justin Jefferson, he's going to be out there doing his thing, doing it. I don't want to. I like him, but I don't want him greedy in in the end zone. I don't want to see him doing that gritty because that means he scored a touchdown. And I don't want that. So, but that's on the defense. The defense got to figure it out. And I think they have Zaire. He could have him on one-on-one there, but then rotating. You got good young DBs that are ball hawks out there as well. So that's good to know. Good to see the last couple of weeks for the Packers defense. So for me, so we good there, guys. We covered that. We got that information out. We got the fans chat. What's up? And so we want to get into these picks, man. Let's get into these picks, man. So this is actually a fun part of the show for me to see.
You don't want to talk about your boy Ford before we get into these picks. That's the kind of
yeah, we did. Yeah, quick hit news bite, man. Our former teammate and quarterback Brett Favre is talking to his testimonial for one. He has Parkinson's disease, and talking about that to I think out in DC somewhere. So it's up now live, or I think it was a live feed at one point. Might not fight, but he's talking about that, and then what happened with him and his the case with his foundation and stuff like that. I think he was breaking all that down. So any insight, not insight, but comments on that, G or Doris?
Well, I mean, I was just with him last Wednesday, I think it was. Wednesday. We was doing something in Madison. And you can see some little things here and there. I mean, he's still Brett Favre though, his wit and everything, and everybody has problems and have mishaps and I think he even liked Trump. I don't know, but just like I love y'all too, I love him too. You know what I'm saying? He's a teammate. He's a brother. I respect him. We you go off and do your own thing, and you either mess up or you don't mess. We're human, and but no one deserves a diagnosis of Parkinson's. Right. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, you have to go back and you have to think about, to me, concussions is like getting knocked out, in boxing. In boxing, And this guy played 321 straight games.
A lot. Yeah, he did.
And it takes a toll on your body after 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And now you know what brings to my mind? I can remember when we was and Fritz, all he talked about was, boy, when I'm done, I'm going fishing. I'm just going fish. And then when he caught the cancer and passed away, he didn't get to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? We done with football now. We're trying to enjoy the rest of our life. But then real life catches up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a humbling effect on your life, man. So I'm gonna pray for Favre. And he's a great individual, great human being. Everybody got their mishaps or whatever, but I'm never gonna stop loving him. Period.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Chili.
Same here.
That's our brother. And no matter what he thinks or what he believes or what he's into right now, like you said, we've all had our shit, man. Everybody's going through something, and nobody's exempt from that. I don't wish that on anybody, man. And I'm sure we all worry about that down the road. You may be fine right now, but 5, 10, 15 years down the line, this stuff creeps up on you. That's what scares the shit out of me. Because right now everything is good, but you know how we do. We can't find the keys one day, and you're like, oh shit, oh my God, and everybody can't find their keys sometimes. But man, that's a tough diagnosis. Just imagine what Brett is thinking and what he's going through.
We've all him and his family. Yeah, his family been through a lot already. So
we've all watched Muhammad Ali and Michael J. Fox. It's not it's just not. It's not a good look.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So best to him, man. I wish he can fight it for as long as he can. What I read though, you can still live a normal life expectancy if you have Parkinson's. You just, you'll have the symptoms though, but he'll still live a full life.
Yeah. It's got to be me. You got to manage it a certain way. So, so shout out to, I say our thoughts and prayers out to him and Deanna and his family, because his family, I know his daughters have families now. They were little kids running around the locker room when we were playing, but now they're grown women. They got their own families too. So
there is a price you pay for playing this game.
Oh, 100%.
No question about that.
Yep.
I don't care who you are.
Nah. Nope, that is for sure. So shout out to our boy Brett. Prayers and thoughts with him, and I'm gonna keep track of this. I'll read it and watch the video. See what I didn't get a chance to really watch it because we were about to start the show. So I'm gonna do that for myself. Help get more information. See what potentially what we could do to help out. On that note, let's get on to our picks. One of the best parts of the show today that we do is finding out where we are doing good or not go so good and picking.
Come on, who in last place?
Who in last?
Who in last?
You already know. You don't have to guess hard. You don't have to think hard, but it's not me. And there's only 3 of us. So
it ain't me.
So
damn.
So
Chili. Not again, Chili.
Not by much though. Not by much, because the last couple weeks of the NFL have been interesting to that note. So he's not in the last place by far. He's actually caught up ground, because we are taking, when I say we taking some L's, y'all, all of us, not just G, but all of us, Doris, we all taking some L's this last couple weeks. That
I'm looking
NFL
at my name,
has been so back and forth,
and it's like 7 L's right in a row. It's like just right across the middle of my.
Me too, bro. It was that many, man.
So y'all saying ain't nobody gonna pick us for no sports thing?
Hey,
I know I wouldn't.
Well, they probably would, because we above, like me and Doris above 500. We'll say that. I'll say that.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
But there's a reason why sports gambling makes so much money.
100%.
It's hard to pick games, man, and especially if you're trying to pick like a 3 to 5 game or a 10 game parlay. I think the odds of you hitting a 10 game parlay with the spread is like 70 million to 1 or something crazy like that. That's how hard it's hard, man, because you just can't. Hard. You can't predict it.
Lord Greasy 66. Who was that? That's you, Jamal?
You know who that is?
That's his brother.
That's your son?
I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of his names.
I see Lord Greasy 66. Okay. We always talk about grease around here. So.
Oh yeah, y'all are a car house. Y'all do Mopar house, to be correct. Mopar.
Yeah.
Yep. Look, that's him.
Hey son, what's up?
Yep. So just to point out,
he been trying to holler at you to get him hooked up on the video game.
Holler at me. Give him my phone number. Send it to him. Just real quick, I want to point out like some games from last week that we all went in on, and it got flipped on us. So let's just start with the Jets versus the Patriots.
Hey, son, don't listen to these dudes.
I'm sorry, not the Jets or the Patriots. Excuse me. It was the Texans and the Vikings.
Yep, we all
the Texans. And the Vikings showed up on us.
We all picked the 49ers.
Me and Santana was in the car driving down the road. And the Vikings was like, they're just embarrassing the Texans, the announcers.
Yeah.
I was kind of wanted to get out and throw up. He wanted to get out.
It was sickening to hear that. I was watching the game. I'm like, what is going on with the Texans? They couldn't move the ball. TJ Shroud, they had him all discombobulated. So that just shows a young quarterback and how they handled him. And then we got Malik going to face this team. So it's going to be an interesting game for Malik. Hopefully, Coach LaFleur and OC get his mind right. So that was another game. But then the Saints and the Eagles, like really, so now it's open for the Saints. Everybody's figured them out now. It takes about a month to get figured out. And I think the Eagles and the rest of the NFL.
So why did they find Derek Carr for doing that dance move? Do anybody?
Oh, they did? I didn't know they fired him. He did the Michael Jackson?
Not fire, fined.
Yeah, fine. I don't know. He shouldn't have got fined for Michael Jackson.
Because he grabbed
did he grab his crotch? Oh, yeah. He might have got hit up.
Grabs lots and pop that leg.
Yeah, just don't grab the crotch. He just could have put his hand on like his waist or something. He didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't
His
do
kids watching, Derek.
Or he got kids watching. And then we had the Buccaneers and the Broncos. The Broncos went to Tampa Bay and put it on the Bucs. We had Bo Nix at quarterback giving it to him. So that was a game we all went on. And then the Raiders and the Panthers, and somehow the Panthers got a little life and beat the Raiders. And you got Antonio Pierce. Oh, this is why I love a player being a coach, bro. Did you see him call out his team?
No.
He said, y'all made some, how we say, some business decisions on this field today. In his post-game press conference about his Raiders. He said it was some business decisions going on at the end of our game today. So Dorsey G, explain that to the chat before we get into more picks of the game today, of the games.
A business decision is when, say, a defensive back is back there and Derrick Henry breaks through the line. Maybe he takes a bad angle. Maybe he dives at his feet. Maybe he does something that looks like he's trying to tackle, but he ain't really trying to. That's what we call a business decision.
That's a business decision.
You might have just hold up a sign and say, I don't want that smoke.
Exactly. I don't want that smoke. Excuse me. Oh, I'm just gonna fall. Oh, I twisted my ankle. My bad.
Yeah. Hey, G, we got you and I both got a bunch of DBs who made a lot of all my shins show all the business decisions that all these cats made throughout the years. I got chunks and skin missing.
Yep.
Them boys, man, listen. They came low. They came in low, but they should have.
Exactly. So I love that. I'm like, oh man, he escaped. That's what he's from Compton. So I knew that would be something I could see Dorsey G saying. Hey, and maybe you too, Dorsey. If you coach, like, yeah, it was some business decisions out here today.
Yeah.
I can see myself saying that if we take an L that we know we shouldn't have lost, I'll be like, yeah, it was some business decisions out here today. It was a problem. We're gonna get that recognized and practice.
Gilbert getting mad.
Ooh,
yeah, there's some bullshit out here today. That's what it was. It was some bullshit today. I'm about to go get me some crispy crunchy from Michelle. We'll talk about this later.
So I can get happy.
Yeah, and watch this film, and then I ain't gonna call you. I'm gonna call your mama.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna call you son. I'm gonna call your mama.
That's cool.
You gonna tell his mama why he's on his way home?
Mama, get his bed ready.
Oh man, and then the last game of the week was the Commanders versus the Bengals. Last night, Monday Night Football doubleheader. We had the rookie Jaden Daniels versus the elder, not so much elder, but Joe Burrow, but two LSU quarterbacks going at it. And the young buck got him. He got the team. He got his offense going. He made his team. He looked like a 3-year, 4-year NFL vet out there on the field. So the Commanders beat up on the Bengals. I think like 30. The Bengals scored a few touchdowns late in the fourth quarter, but it was pretty much over for
38-33 or something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, 38-31, 32. But it was nice. But Jaden Daniels had a hell of a game last night. So yeah, those are the games we picked. Was like, what happened? What happened? But all right, here we go. This week we got some fun games coming at you. Let me get my screen ready here.
I don't know who to pick this week.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I mean, we are at the end of the day, we all just guessing. Shit, we don't know who gonna win.
Hey, I'm using the line here now. I'm gonna go off of that. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm trying to put some thought into it. All right, first game up. We have them 1-star rating team that's just a little north of me here in Texas versus the Giants out in New Jersey playing this game, and Dallas has a 4.5-point spread, y'all. So, Mr. Levin, start us off. Who's your pick here?
The Cowboys gonna bounce back. I know the Giants won a game they shouldn't have won, and we didn't think they were gonna beat Cleveland,
right?
But I'm going with the Cowboys.
Okay.
Really, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Quite honestly.
Yeah, the Cowboys they don't know. They can't get right now either way. All right, Doris. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Dome Rocker got the Giants.
Yes, indeed.
He might be right.
He might be right, but I ain't no fool. I'm going with them Cowboys.
Okay. Man, that's a tough one for me.
Malik Neighbors is stepping up now.
Yeah, he's balling.
The young man he's coming to play.
Dak and them cannot lose to the Giants. They cannot.
I'm gonna go with the Giants, the G-Man. I'm gonna go with the G-Man. Something different here.
Oh, we got one up on
it. Yeah, neighbors to the moon. Neighbors to the moon. Next game on the list is the Saints. It's a divisional matchup. Saints versus, I think these all no, it's not. Never mind. Saints going to an ATL, y'all. So going down to where you at, Dorsey. Who's your pick, Mr. Brown? Saints or the Falcons? And the Falcons have a 2-point spread. So this game could go either which way.
I'm going to go Saints.
Saints. Nice pick there, Mr. Levins.
I'm going to go Falcons. They look pretty good against Kansas City, although they didn't win. Kirk Cousins is getting better.
Yeah.
I got to give Bijan Robinson the ball more. That's getting on my nerves with that shit.
Yeah, he's a problem. You got to give him the rock. And I'm with you, too. I'm going to go Falcons. I'm going to go AT Aliens on that one. All right, next game. We got these Rams that just pulled off one. That was another good game for them to get a win. And they go into Chi-Town to face those young them Cubbies, even though they're the Bears. So who's your pick here, Mr. Levins? Got the Rams going to Chi-Town.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
All right.
I don't trust the Bears yet.
And the spread, what's the spread? Chicago has a 2.5-point spread there. So, Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Rams.
Ooh, I'm going to go Rams. I'm going to go Rams, too. All right, we got our game up. We got Packers. We got Vikings going to Green Bay. Always good for us at the home field right now, these years coming at us. So who's your pick here, Mr. Brown? Do I have to ask? I shouldn't even have to ask, right?
You ain't got to ask him. You know what he got.
The Vikings could be playing the School of the Blind, and I'm rooting for the School of the Blind.
Doris?
Packers.
Yeah, I'm there with you, too. Malik or Jordan Love, I think he's going to have a good. But they got to get ready for that Vikings defense, though.
Yeah.
The Vikings defense is the truth. They've been playing. All right, next game on the list, we have the Steelers that are, I believe, 3-0 now with Justin Fields at quarterback, something that the Bears could not do last year, last 2 years, versus the Colts going to Indianapolis with Anthony Richardson. Who you pick here, Mr. Brown? See what the spread is. We have the Colts. The spread is 2 points, 2-point spread to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mr. Brown. So who's your pick?
I'm going with them steel workers down there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin knows how to put a team together and coach a team up as well. Mr. Levins?
Same. I don't know if Russell Wilson will get his job back.
Oh, facts, right. You might have to keep rolling with Fields. He has the hot hand right now, and that's the way Mike Tomlin coaches. Whoever has that hot hand, he'll have him in there. So, all right, we're back in the AFC. We're still in the AFC. We got those Broncos who were Road Warriors beating up on the Buccaneers last week. Now they're going up to Jersey to play those Jets. Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall. Breece Hall gave me some fantasy points, y'all, so I'm happy with that.
Me too.
And the Jets has the advantage with a 7-point spread here. So who's your pick, Mr. Levins, the Broncos or the Jets?
Jets.
He's going Jets all day.
Speaking of which, I was in Jamaica and I was watching the Thursday night game, and it was on like Telemundo or something, because I couldn't. It was in Spanish. Did y'all see the body language between Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh?
Yeah, the little hug situation. Yeah, I saw that. The way Aaron put it in his post game, he said it was something in practice that like Coach Saleh had talked about, like if we're up by 2 touchdowns, our defense is going to win the game, or we're going to win the game because we are up by 2. And so he kind of just said, he he was actually joking along with it, even though his face didn't look it when he pushed them off, said two touchdowns. Because he's like, to him, the offense. He's saying it's not just a defensive thing, it's an offensive thing too. So that's how he put it. So I think if I worded that right. So there you go on that. Watch a little bit of that. So Mr. Brown.
Drama.
Who's your pick? Who's the drama? Huh?
The quarterback. A quarterback is drama, just straight drama. I'm gonna go. I'm a big zero. What's his name? Braylon. The running back.
Braylon Allen from Wisconsin. Yep.
I'm a big Braylon Ellis fan.
From Fond du Lac, as you said last week. Fond du Lac.
Let's go. That's why I'm picking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets because I like their defense. So I think Bo Nix is gonna have a little bit tougher game than he did last week against the Buccaneers. So, all right, there we go. So we all went Jets. And right now, for when we go all on the team, we're kind of. I think I gotta look at it, but maybe 500 on the season, maybe. All right, next game, NFC matchup. Good matchup here. We have the Eagles going down to Tampa. It's still hot in Tampa. It's still September. Playing against those Buccaneers. So who's your pick here, Mr. Brown? And
Buccaneers versus who?
The Eagles. Philly has a 2.5-point spread going into this.
I don't.
You okay?
What's that boy name?
It's hard. I know.
What's that boy name at quarterback?
Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts.
Baker Mayfield. He still bewilders me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to get behind Tampa when you don't know which Baker Mayfield you're gonna get. You know?
Facts.
So I'm gonna go with Philly, man. Philly at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be us and Philly at the end of the day.
Gotcha. In the NFC, that's a nice little matchup right there. I like that. I could go with that for the NFC Championship. All right, Mr. Levins, who's your pick?
I'm gonna go with Tampa. I'm gonna go with Tampa in Tampa against my old team. But here's why: one, it's gonna be hot. Two, AJ Brown is out. I don't know if he's coming back. And Smith, the other receiver,
he got hit hard. Yeah.
So he was in concussion protocol, so he might not play next week either.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Thanks for the reminder on that. He got sandwiched between. It was one of those D lineman hits, where the wide receiver or whoever's getting tackled and they're trying to hold him up, and then the D lineman just came and cleared off the pile. I was like, yeah, dog, and he got knocked out. So.
That's kind of hit him talking about keep my black ass right here on this couch. I don't want none of that smoke.
Oh man, let me see. God, this is a good hard pick for me. I'm gonna go. So you went Buccaneers. I'm gonna go Buccaneers too, Doris. I'm right with you. All right, now we got two can't get rights here in terms of teams. Oh, thanks. There's the celebration balloons for G. Mr. Brown, what you do? Make the thing so happy.
Still ain't figured it out yet.
All right, we got the next game. Like I said, two can't get rights. We got the Bengals that are 0-3 right now, going down to North Carolina to play the Panthers, who are 1-2. But since he has a 4.5-point spread, Mr. Brown, who's your pick here?
Why would you pick me? Shit.
You gonna pick? I'm gonna pick you eventually because we all pick you.
Oh man, Cincinnati can't go 0-4. They can't.
So that is your pick.
Yeah.
All right, Bengals. Mr. Levins.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers at home. Ooh. Andy Dalton making a comeback.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go Bengals as soon as I hear that matchup, because I say Joe Burrow still had over 300 yards passing. He still had a good game. Jamar Chase looked good too. So they're gonna get up off that schneid, as Chris Berman used to say or says, get off the schneid. I'm gonna go Bengals. All right, next game we got an AFC South matchup. We got Jaguars coming to H-Town to face those young Texans. They got to figure themselves out, but they are 2-1. The Bengals got to figure themselves out. They're 0-3. Mr. Levins. Houston has a 6.5-point spread on this. Yeah. Who is your pick here?
I'm gonna go with the Texans. My boy Dougie Fresh and them boys. I mean, they struggling. I think they 0-3 too, right?
Yeah. No, the Texans are 1-2.
Jaguars
or 2-1. Jaguars are 0-3. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans.
All right, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans.
Yeah, I'm there too with you. All right, next game we got another matchup of Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks. We have Jalen Daniels going down to Arizona to face Kyler Murray in a matchup. What is the spread here? We have where is it? Cardinals are 3.5-point spread favors here, Dorsey. So who's your pick here? Commanders or Cardinals?
Shit, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. gonna go with the Cardinals.
Okay. Mr. Brown, Cardinals or Commanders?
I picked Arizona last week. Did they win?
No, they lost to the Lions, didn't they?
Yeah. No, they beat the Lions.
Oh, okay.
No, they lost to yeah. Shoot. Chat, help us out, chat.
Let me go. Look.
Oh no, I'll look it up myself. I got it here.
No, go ahead. I get it.
And Arizona's playing who again?
The Cardinals lost last week. They're playing Commanders.
Neither one of them, man.
It's rough.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Commanders. They're in Arizona. They were in Arizona.
I'm gonna go Arizona. They look nice in all that black last weekend.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I'm going to go Arizona too. I see the Cardinals having home field, a young quarterback coming in. They could blitz him all day and try to mess with him a little bit. We'll see if Jaden Daniels can hold tight. All right, next game, we got the Patriots versus the 49ers going out to Santa Clara. So long trip for them Patriots over to the West Coast. Mr. Brown, who is your pick here?
Niners.
Niners are 9.5 points favors too. So there you go.
Is McCaffrey back? Back this
That's
week?
the question mark, man. Right now, he's on that physically unable to perform, the PUP list. So
still Niners.
Yeah, Niners. Dorsey.
Yeah, Niners. I mean, Deebo Samuel out, George Kittle out. But I don't trust the Patriots.
Love the honesty there. All right, I'm going Niners too, all around. There we go.
Now that's the game we're gonna lose, right?
Right. Yeah, every other one we have been. A few more games left. All right, we got the Browns of Cleveland going down to the Raiders of Las Vegas. And I would have to say it's just this game could go either way. Vegas got it at a 1-point spread for the Raiders. So, Mr. Levis, who's your pick here? They're both 1-2.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders at home. See if your boy Antonio calling folks out works.
Right. Let's see if that works. I don't know. I think these kids today can't handle that accountability sometimes. So
yeah, and Myles Garrett got his feet hurting. I think both his feet hurting.
Right. So. That sucks. I heard about that. Mr. Brown.
This is a business decision for me.
I love it.
Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. Yeah, we're right there all together. All right, next game, AFC West matchup. We got the Chiefs going out to LA to play the Chargers and Mr. Harbaugh and crew. And the Chiefs are 7.5-point favorites in this game. The Chiefs are 3-0. The Chargers are 2-1. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Man, I love the cheapies on that fourth down play. I love that the other team needed to get that first down, and the cheapies came and shut them down.
Yes, they did.
I think they're gonna really build off of that. So I'm gonna go with the cheapies.
All right, sounds good to me. Mr. Levins?
Yeah, same. Justin Herbert got knocked out of the game with that bad ankle. So
that's true.
For a couple of weeks. Yeah.
I remember seeing that. Yep. All right. 3 more games to go. We got the Bills in a nice heavyweight matchup going against the Ravens in Baltimore. Ooh. And I would have to say, just not looking, I would have to say Baltimore has a spread, and they do at 2.5-point favorites in this game. So who's your pick here, Mr. Brown?
That's when that song come up. Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun, dun, dun.
It's right. Yes, it is.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
B-Mo. Yeah, buddy.
I'm rolling
Mr.
with B-Mo. Big Chief is rolling.
I'm gonna ride with the Bills, man. I got Josh Allen on one of my fantasy teams, and Josh.
You must didn't see Big Chief running the ball last week.
I saw him, but Baltimore, they'll mess around and stop giving him the ball. They do that. You know, I'm like, come on, man. Y'all, he need to get 30, 40 carries a game. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Bills. Circle the wagons. And what your boys
I'm gonna go Ravens too. I like that. I like that combination in the backfield. You got Jackson, you got Henry. Ooh-wee. That's a problem. And then you got both defenses playing good.
Oh my.
Yes.
Down
Next
here.
game on the list. All right, now we're back to Monday night. We have another Monday night doubleheader. We have the Titans as the first one starting early against the Dolphins. And right now the game could go either way. It's a 1-point spread advantage to the Titans here. Titans sitting at 0-3, just so you know. Mr. Levin's going into this last couple picks. Who's your pick there?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I don't know who their quarterback is, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
And their backup got knocked out. So
that's right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who their backup is. I know they got was it Tyler Huntley from Baltimore? They signed him off the practice squad last week.
Oh, okay.
But the guy who's been there right now, I don't know who he is. No idea.
Got it. All right. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Titans.
Okay.
That quarterback, he gonna bust out. That Titan quarterback.
Yeah. I hope so, because they be riding him on talk shows, boy. They be killing him.
Yeah, they giving him the business right now. But I say I'm not knowing who gonna be running the ship in Dolphins. I'm gonna go Titans with that only because of that. That's it. Because I know if any quarterback steps up for them, they might have opportunity. But the next game on Monday Night Football is the 3-0 Seahawks are going to Detroit, going to your neck of the woods, Mr. Brown, to play those Lions. Lions are favored to win with a 4-point spread there. So who is your pick, Mr. Brown?
Seahawks. Lions
and Seahawks.
Where? In Detroit?
In Detroit, Ford Field, baby.
I'm going to go with them kitty cats. Meow. Meow.
All right, Mr. Levins, who's your pick here?
I'm pretty sure that's not how a lion sounds.
Okay.
In Detroit, that's how it sounds. Meow.
I'm gonna go with the Lions too. All those Seahawks look good. Ain't the Seahawks undefeated? Ain't they 3-0?
Yeah, they 3-0. Yeah, they 3-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Detroit
the Lions.
Detroit is coming downhill, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I want to go with the Seahawks too, but I like the Lions at home. I like them at home though.
They hitting dudes in the mouth, man.
What?
Hutchinson? Oh my God.
I like that hook and ladder. Hook and
ladder. Yep, you're right. Yep.
What's that receiver name Detroit got? St. Brown? Or?
Yep.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He nice, man. He nice. Oh, yeah.
Jameson is nice too. The Jameson Williams or William?
Yeah, Jameson Williams. Yeah.
Yeah. He had a first big game, but he's a speed guy, and once you take the top off, they're gonna know where you at for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they'll find you real quick. What? Purdy has an MRI this week? What? Okay. That's some information. So we got all the picks done, fellas. So any final words before we get log out of here?
Be safe out there, man. Be careful this weekend. Live life to the fullest, man.
There you go. Mr. Brown?
Yeah, you don't know when that dude come knocking on your door. You know, and certain things, you know, I don't think nobody earns a bad day. You know, it just happens.
No, it just happens for sure.
It just happens. So y'all be careful out there, you know. Say you bought some chicken, I'll come see you.
All right, yeah. So everyone have a good day. Be nice to each other, and we'll see y'all next week. Greeting OG Lounge.
2-2, baby.